Okay, we are live.
Great. Good evening, Norwalk. I'm Lamont Daniels. I'm your Chief of Community Service. Excuse me, I'm your Chief of Community Services. It's 6 o'clock. We're here live. Tonight, we're here before you again to share about some programs, the relief programs from Eversource. On behalf of Mayor Rillen and the entire city of Norwalk, we say good evening. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to our colleagues, our partners at Eversource, and we welcome this evening, good evening, Teresa Washington.
Thank you so much, Lamont, and thank you so much to the city for hosting this. We really appreciate those that are spending the hour of their precious time that we have right now. So happy to present information to everyone and sharing on solutions to help with energy bills. So again, my name is Teresa Washington. I am the manager of our credit hardship programs and protections here at Eversource. Tonight, what I'm going to be talking about is assistance during the COVID-19, the pandemic, something we've all been impacted by, financial hardship and our winter protections, the assistance programs and payment plans that Eversource does offer. We're going to talk about scam prevention, something that we're probably hearing more and more on the news about scammers that are out there. Saving money and energy, and we have our senior energy efficiency consultant that's going to be speaking in just a little bit after my presentation, sharing about energy efficiency, energy conservation. I have some closing remarks. I want to show the mobile app that Eversource has. We'll take some questions if we have certainly some time for it, and we'll have a brief survey. Before I do start with the material that I want to share to you with everyone today, we do have a chat feature. So if you are live and you're following us on this webinar, there is a chat feature and we'd love to hear from you. Any questions, please submit those in the chat and we will certainly address those. I do ask that if you have any private, personal account questions specific for you, you contact our call center just so they can kind of walk through and assess what the needs are for your account. But again, if you do have any general information regarding the presentation, we can talk about those tonight. So assistance during the pandemic. So as the pandemic hit, states of emergency declared, Eversource did take action to protect customers. Since the beginning of this pandemic, we've suspended those service disconnections and disconnect notices, late payment fees and any interest, they're not being billed at this time. We've offered flexible payment plans with 0 down, and they can expand up to 24 months in length if you need those arrangements. There is a deadline to enroll in those arrangements, which is April 20th of this year or until the end of the state of emergency has been declared. Also, during the pandemic, we've offered additional flexibility with our payment assistance programs, waiving reinstatement fees, allowing customers more time to make payment. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about the flexible payment plans that are offered here, and also our payment assistance programs. I want to touch on service disconnections because to date, Eversource has not resumed service disconnectivity for any of our customers. We are currently reviewing any plans for resuming that activity for customers that have not made payment. We review that with our Public Utilities Regulatory Authority. Information will be shared when it's available. Part of the reason we're coming to speak with customers tonight is you can avoid service disconnection. And avoiding that disconnection, we want you to enroll in the protections that are available. We have winter protection. Winter protection is for our residential customers if you're experiencing a financial hardship, and I'll explain what that is. Service is protected for those customers from November 1st through May 1st. We have our COVID-19 payment plan. That is the longest payment plan that's been offered, what I was mentioning, where there's a deadline to enroll, April 20th or until the end of the state of emergency. That's a plan that extends the payments up to 24 months in length. And then our payment assistance programs, again, for customers that are financial hardship. income eligible. I'll explain what that means. You can take advantage of programs that help reduce past due balances. So financial hardship and winter protection. So Eversource does offer programs and protections for customers that are income eligible. Well, you might ask, well, what is income eligible? Am I income eligible? The information that we receive, and it's provided by the Department of Social Services, updated annually, says if your household, let's say you're a household size of 4, so the adults and the children in the home totals 4. Looking at the income for all of the adults in that home or anyone over 18, if that income, household income, does not exceed $72,394, for example, for a household size of 4, you would be considered income eligible. These dollar amounts or the threshold for your income are at 60% of the state median income. So if you are income eligible, there's programs and protections available for our customers, such as a winter protection and the payment assistance programs. We do have also a protection for residential customers. This is not income-based, and that's our medical hardship protection. And each one of those, again, I'll explain in a little more detail as we go along. And then we have payment plans. Payment plans are for all customers, regardless of what the income is. So let's talk a little bit more about winter protection. So winter protection, we're right in the middle of our winter protection period, or maybe you've heard it as the winter moratorium. So what that means is between November 1st and May 1st, service will not be shut off for non-payment for those residential customers when your household income is at or below 60% of that state median income. So remember, I was mentioning a household of 4, where the income for all the adults does not exceed $72,394. You would be protected from service termination if we were resuming disconnection at this time, but this is the winter protection period. Here's what we want you to do. We encourage customers that are experiencing trouble paying your bill to give us a call. When you call Eversource, we're going to ask some pre-qualifying questions, such as, how many people are in your home? What is that source of income? That information would need to be shared with us so we can say, yes, the household income meets the levels as provided by the Department of Social Services, these guidelines, and your account would be identified as financial hardship. So while you're gathering that information based on, again, some pre-qualifying questions, what's your income? What's your source of income? How many are in the home, adults and children? We'll place your account on a temporary protection for up to 60 days to provide that information. It can be provided directly to Eversource. We'll ask you to upload that proof, and I'll talk about what that proof is. You can update that right online at eversource.com, log into your account, submit that documentation to show my income meets these guidelines that we talked about. You also do have a choice to visit with your local community action agency, which may be right there in your city or your town, their social services department. So if you can't log on to an account and upload information directly and securely at eversource.com, you have an opportunity to submit proof of that financial hardship or your household income with an agency. I talked about what is some of those documents that we might ask for. Based on the pre-qualifying questions we asked, you might be receiving food stamps. If your household is receiving food stamps, you've already gone through some of the qualifications for these income eligible programs. So you went through that process, maybe with the Department of Social Services, maybe with a community action agency already, and you're receiving those public assistance benefits. Maybe you're receiving Medicaid or supplemental security income. You would just need to submit that benefit sheet or that proof that you're receiving this public income assistance when you log into your account directly at eversource.com. Maybe you're not receiving any of those public benefits, but you have wages from a job. Well, we would ask for all of the adults that are working over 18, you would submit the last 30 days of income, and you securely upload that information directly at eversource.com. Or maybe your financial support comes from, Veterans Affairs or unemployment. We would ask for that proof. So there's certainly, documents that you can provide to show that, yes, I fall within those limits that we described and we talked about, and I'm income eligible. Medical hardship. It's another protection that Eversource provides. And customers, if you're experiencing a situation in the home, or someone in the home is seriously ill, information can be shared. We don't need to know any private or personal information, but understand that there is protection available. So what do you do if there is a situation or someone in the home is medically ill? A physician would certify that on a customer's behalf, and the physician would certify generally if there's a serious illness condition where service for serious illness protected customers, that service is protected during that winter moratorium period. As a reminder, winter moratorium, or the winter protection, is from November 1st through May 1st. If a physician certifies that there's a medical condition that's life-threatening, again, we don't get into any private or personal information. A physician just certifies whether it's this type of illness or that type of illness. If it's a life-threatening illness, as indicated by the physician, service is protected for the entire duration as certified by that physician. Physicians complete this information on a customer's behalf directly online at eversource.com/MD form. So we do have a secure method for physicians to go online, input information directly on a customer's behalf, and share that with us. One thing to understand, that the certification by the physician, it's valid for up to 1 year, or for the duration of the illness as provided by that physician or medical professional. So if they stated that, this condition, this customer's serious illness for 6 months of protection, certainly it would be 6 months of protection, but there's protection from disconnection only during the winter moratorium. Understanding this does not exceed 12 months, and it must be recertified annually. Financial hardship and retail electric suppliers. So this is something that I do want to share with all our residential customers when it comes to having a retail electric supply or a third-party supplier. Maybe you've heard it as that. Last July, it was stated that, customers who are identified as financial hardship, again, using that term financial hardship or income eligible, where your income meets those guidelines that we discussed for maybe a family of 4, for example. Those customers would be billed the standard rate for supplier of electricity. Now, you do certainly, you can elect to use a third-party supplier. It is your choice. You certainly can go out there and look at third-party suppliers. However, if you later become identified as financial hardship, maybe you submitted that information directly to Eversource, maybe you've gone to a community action agency, you're right there in your local city or town, their social services department, and you're identified with Eversource as financial hardship, you will be returned to Eversource's standard service electric rate. There's a reason for this, is we want to ensure that our residential customers who are identified as financial hardship are not paying more with a third-party supplier than they would at the standard service electric rate that Eversource offers. So we do like to share that information because it is important. Applying for financial hardship. I talked about uploading information directly online. However, we want to talk to you. So I'm going to be sharing this number several times throughout the presentation. How do you apply for financial hardship or our winter protection? You want to call us. 1-800-286-2828. If you do like to navigate online and look up information, we have a whole page full of just exactly what I'm going to be talking about today with the winter protection, with our payment plans, with the programs, which I'll get into. So you can visit eversource.com/billhelp. So the payment assistance programs and the payment plans that are offered. Heating assistance. We want everybody to know, and before I get into the plans, and there's a reason I talk about heating assistance first, is because we want customers to know that there is assistance for your home heating costs. So Connecticut has the Connecticut Energy Assistance Program, or CEAP, known as Energy Assistance or Fuel Assistance, in which it helps customers who are income eligible pay for those home heating costs. So if you're a customer of Eversource and you're heating with Eversource through their electric, or maybe you're heating with Eversource through our gas service, assistance is available. Even if you're not a heating customer with electric, and maybe you say, well, I have oil in the home, can I get this energy assistance? Yes. So if you are income eligible, we encourage those customers, if you need help with those winter bills and it's really cold and you want to ensure that, how can I pay for my oil delivery, or, I'm heating with electric, what can I do? There's assistance available. Now, we'd love to talk to you. 1-800-286-2828. We can talk about energy assistance and the programs that work directly with energy assistance, the protection programs. I'll describe what that is. But in order to apply for energy assistance, you would apply for energy assistance through your local community action agency. So here's what to do. You can call us and we're going to provide you the information about the programs that work with the energy assistance, or we can provide you with the information on where's my local community action agency? Where do I go to apply for energy assistance? We can help you out with that information and provide it to you. You can also visit 211ct.org for a list of the community action agencies, what's nearest to you. So we want you to qualify and receive energy assistance, because if you are heating with Eversource's electric or heating with Connecticut gas, the funds that you receive, that you're awarded from energy assistance, would be applied directly to your utility heating account. We have a matching payment program. So this program, and I'll talk about a little bit more details on this program. We have a program where if you are a heating customer with Eversource, you can enroll in a program that matches the payments you made on this program and that energy assistance that you went qualified for and received. We can match your payments and that energy assistance onto your account down to a zero balance. A little bit more about the payment assistance programs, knowing that Connecticut is one of 10 states that offer assistance programs, helps our customers maintain year-round utility service. For our heating customers, that matching payment program provides that year-round electric and gas heating, helps reduce past due balances because it matches the amount of the payments that you make, the required payments that you make on the program, plus that energy assistance down to a zero balance. Now, payments on the matching payment program can be as low as $50 a month. So if you're receiving certain public assistance benefits, such as food stamps, or maybe you're receiving Medicaid, enrolling in this program, if you're a heating customer, your payments can be as low as $50. Enrollment in the matching payment program is right now. So that's from November 1st through May 1st, enroll today. So we want to talk to you because we want to certainly get you, if you're not already participating, maybe you've participated in the past on the matching payment program, certainly talk to us. We can help discuss more about that program. We do have another program available, another payment assistance program called New Start. That is for our electric residential customers. It's another program that helps reduce or eliminate that past due balance in as little as 12 months. So again, year round. Customers making those monthly payments on time can get a portion of their past due balance or their balance eliminated in as little as 12 months. Enrollment year round. So where the matching payment program, that enrollment is during that winter moratorium time frame. New Start, the enrollment is year round. Our matching payment program online, again, if you like to navigate online, find out information, eversource.com/billhelp. You can download a matching payment program guide. So there is a guide to how the program works. It's available in English and Spanish. You can download it, print, get a copy of it, kind of explains what's the matching payment program, some 5 easy steps, reminding you to go and apply for energy assistance. Here's information to find your local community action agency, enroll in our program. You can enroll with Eversource. Community action agencies also can help you enroll in this program. You make your required budget payments, and we can provide a match on your account down to a 0 balance. To be eligible, as a reminder, you're a heating customer, and you must be financial hardship or income eligible. So your income is at that 60% of the state median income. So call us today, 1-800-286-2828. If you want information also about the Community Action Agency, you can visit 211ct.org. For our New Start program, just a little bit more insight into the New Start program. Again, it's a plan that eliminates your balances in as little as 12 months. So how the New Start program works is this is a budget plan based on your average usage. And we take the balance that you have at the time of enrollment and kind of set it aside for you. And when you make a budget payment towards the program, that balance we set aside for you that you came into the program with, we're going to start chopping away at that. So in as little as 12 months, you have this eliminated balance. To be eligible for this program, again, you're an Eversource residential electric customer. There is a balance requirement where the matching payment program, there are no balance requirements to get onto that program. You do need to be a heating customer and you need to be financial hardship. But with New Start, there is a balance requirement. So if you have at least $100 past due, of which that $100 is at least 2 months past due, you would be eligible, along with if you're financial hardship. So you have to be identified or verified as financial hardship, or maybe you have a medical certification on your account. You're considered medical hardship. You have that, plus you have that balance that is aging, you would be eligible for this program. Enrollment is a little bit different with the New Start program than it is for the matching payment program, because with New Start, you can actually enroll yourself. So if you log in, if you have an account, log into eversource.com, log into your account, and you can go through what are my payment plan options, right? We will determine, maybe you're already identified as a financial hardship customer, and we will know if you already have a balance that qualifies for this program. You would be presented with the option to enroll yourself on the New Start program. You can also call us, 1-800-286-2828. Our representatives are available Monday through Friday between 8 and 6. They can help you enroll. And agencies. So if you visit with a community action agency, or maybe your local social services department, they can help you enroll in our program. Payment plans. So I talked about the programs, and we certainly encourage our income eligible customers. If you are income eligible, you meet those thresholds, we want you to get enrolled in one of our programs, New Start or the matching payment program. But certainly we do have this COVID-19 payment plan. The purpose of the payment plan and the programs we've talked about, we want customers to know that there is something for everyone. We don't want customers to feel that they have no options. Certainly there are options available, and maybe maybe you haven't made payments in a couple of months and you haven't spoken to us, you can give us a call. We can certainly assess what the needs are. We can talk to you about what best fits or works with the situation. But also know that we do have a payment plan that can extend payments up to 24 months with no down payment. There isn't a deadline to enroll, which is April 20th, or until the end of the state of emergency. But just, we want to ensure that customers know that, there's assistance available. Just call, certainly talk to us. We'd love to discuss and assess your needs. Don't want anybody feeling that they're left without options. Applying for those assistance programs and payment plans, again, give us a call, 1-800-286-2828. And then lastly, I'll touch on stopping scams, learning the signs. Right now, again, you're hearing things on the news about, customers that were scammed out of hundreds of dollars, because there's people that are posing as the utility company, and maybe they're calling and saying, we're going to be disconnecting your service in 30 minutes unless you make this payment, or we're calling you because we need to install this device, but you need to make a payment first. Understand, Eversource representatives are not going to make those type of calls. We're never going to demand this immediate payment and tell you to go get a prepaid debit card or pay with this odd payment app or Bitcoin or something of that nature. If it seems fishy, it probably is. So if you do suspect a scammer or a situation where this does not seem odd, does not seem right? It seems a little bit odd. Understandably, call the police, contact your utility, contact us, because we want to know about it. We want to make sure that customers, this is difficult times. We don't want anybody losing out on any of the hard-earned money that they have, because there are scammers out there. I'll turn the part of the presentation now over to Tasha Perot. She's our Senior Energy Efficiency Consultant, and she's going to share about our energy saving measures and tips there. Tasha?
Thank you so much, Teresa. Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Tasha Perot, and I'm going to have the wonderful job of talking to you about energy efficiency and versus energy conservation. But the main thing that I'm going to be speaking to you about today is the Home Energy Solutions Income Eligible Program, because I want you to sign up when you're done listening to me speak. So we were all raised with energy conservation. All of our parents would say, shut off the lights, shut off this, turn off the water. But we weren't raised with energy efficiency products. So we want to make sure that customers are using both. So we don't want you to stop the energy conservation. We certainly want you to shut those lights off. We don't want you to run the water unnecessarily, things like that. But we want you to sign up for our program so that you can learn about energy efficiency, and we can actually install energy efficiency measures in your household. Next slide, please. This slide I'm going to go over real quickly with you. I think you learned with Teresa's portion of the presentation. Eversource definitely has your back. They want you to succeed as customers, to help reduce your balances, to help ease that energy burden for you. So we are an award-winning program because we listen to you, and we always have you and our first and foremost on our thoughts to make sure that we are providing you with the absolute best programs that we can. Next slide, please. All right, this slide is a beautiful slide. I want you to take a look at this photo. It's your home. Let's pretend this is your home, and it's how your home operates. Now, you and I don't really know how our homes operate. We think we do, but then we get into things and say, well, why is this happening? Why is that happening? We want you to live comfortably in your home. We want you to reduce your energy consumption, because if you do, you can reduce your bills. Teresa talked about payment plans, matching payment, New Start, regular payment arrangements. If you could reduce your monthly bills, you can also pay off that balance in a quicker time frame, and even those payments that you have to make each month can come down. So it's really important that you sign up for this program. We're going to walk you through it tonight. Please get on board. We can give you energy savings tips. We can install items in your home to help you start reducing your energy costs. Next slide, please. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is find out if you've had the program before, because as I speak tonight about the program, if you've had these services and it's beyond a 3-year point in time, please come on back and complete an application. Let's see what's going on in your home at this point in time. But our technicians are thoroughly trained. They're certified to be able to understand your house as a whole. So that picture that we showed you, how does your house operate as a whole and what's going on with that? They're going to come in, they're going to evaluate your home's energy performance. And that's extremely important to do so, because what we want to do in your home is air seal and any duct sealing. So they're going to take this big device, put it in your front door. It's a nice fan, and they're going to push all the air from the inside to the outside. So with your doors and your windows, everything's shut in the house, and in a house is nice and tight as it can be. When they're pushing the air out, the air from the outside is going to want to come in, and these technicians can go around and seal it up as much as possible. Excellent opportunity for you to be more comfortable in your home. We also have duct leaks. A lot of times we have duct leaks in our home, and we say, you know what, my duct services, it's up in the attic, so nobody's been up there. I don't think anybody's been up there. It's got to be fine. But often we find there are leaks in this. And just picture this: if you have central air conditioning in your home, you have ductwork. Sometimes we don't even know we have ductwork, but you definitely have central air. If you have central air, you definitely have the ductwork. If you have forced hot air for heat, you have ductwork in your home. Well, if somebody goes up into your attic and steps on it by accident, or something's placed on it, you can get a leak in that ductwork. And it's really important that there are no leaks in your ductwork, because when you turn on that central air conditioner or your forced air for heat, what's happening is it's going through that ductwork, right? And it's going through it, and then it's going to deposit the cold air or the hot air into each of the rooms that is set. So it's going to come out properly. Well, if you have leaks in it, it's not coming out, and it's not going into the room that it's designed. It may, some of it, but a lot of it is getting dispersed into your attic. So we want to make sure that that is sealed up. And so those are the two most important things on this program for the basic weatherization that we do on the first day in your home. The air sealing and the duct sealing, absolutely so worth it to make you more comfortable in your home. We also installed the energy saving light bulbs. LEDs, they're absolutely beautiful. So if you have incandescent bulbs in your home, those old fashioned, really inexpensive bulbs, they're using a lot of electricity, and we're going to be happy to replace them all with LEDs so that they're more efficient. We still want you to shut those lights off, so don't you forget about that. But they're more efficient for you. And we have beautiful color schemes with them. So it could be the bright light, or it could be the soft light. So it's not just one style and you have to deal with it. They're beautiful in your home now. So they've come a long way. We also will be providing with faucet aerators, something that you probably won't even notice because it's inside the faucet. And you have an opportunity to receive low flow shower heads. Now, often people say, well, what does that have to do with electric or gas? Well, we're not just an electric and gas, right? Where Eversource provides electric service, we provide gas service, but this program itself takes care of all fuel types. So keep that in mind. We're not concerned if you heat with oil, we still want to help you through this program. So if you heat with oil, chances are you probably heat your hot water with oil. But regardless of whatever you heat it with, you're paying money unnecessarily if you're using too much water, right? So if you're using a lot of hot water, you have to keep reheating more water to have it ready for you and available. Plus, you have a water bill. It comes in all the time. We want you to reduce your consumption even of water, because we're talking about energy as a whole, not just portions of it. So the faucet aerators, the low flow shower heads, they're absolutely beautiful devices. What they do is they disperse less water per minute, but you don't feel it. So it feels like great water coming out of your kitchen faucet or your bathroom faucet. And even in the shower, it feels like a nice full shower. It doesn't feel like it's dripping at you because it's low flow. It's just less water per minute, and it can help you save on your energy there. Now, when they're going through your home and providing these wonderful weatherization measures, they're also going to be looking at your home for insulation, window replacement, potentially heating and water heater systems replacements. Now, if you've ever had a change out a heating system, they're very expensive. Adding insulation can be very expensive. Changing out windows, my goodness, all of this is so expensive. So I would suggest it. If you don't come on the program right away, please never replace those items without coming out to our program, because what we do is we're going to look at the savings achieved. So it's energy savings achieved when it comes to these additional upgrades that we would provide at a later time, not the same day. Obviously, we'd have to plan that and order it. We also have to determine what the savings is going to be for your home. So if you're going from no insulation to R49, which I don't expect you to understand what that means, but the technician's going to walk you through that. That's just a R value for the state of Connecticut, what you should have at your home. So if you're going to do that, it's going to show great savings. We could potentially pick up that cost for you. If the energy savings that's achieved is valued at more than the cost of it, then we can potentially save you on an additional items. Perhaps you need new windows as well. So anything that we can bulk, we could say insulation, windows, heating system. If you're getting all of it, if it's what's necessary, we can share the savings from one item to the next. So just an example real quickly for you. If the energy savings for the insulation is valued at $7,000, but it only costs $4,000, we have that extra $3,000 on the table. If that's all you need, we'll pay it and it's done. That's great. Everything is necessary. Everything that was needed in your home is done. So we're thrilled to do it, and you have everything you need. However, if you need windows, if you need a heating system, we can use that $3,000, that extra savings, that extra value to apply toward perhaps a heating system, should it be necessary in your home as well. So please make sure that you keep this in mind. And before you go out for any big ticket items, if you qualify for this program, make sure you get on this program because it's absolutely fantastic. Next slide, please. All right. So in order for you to apply, we want to make sure that you're comfortable in completing the application. We had an application before that we realized, our customers were coming forward saying, I didn't understand that portion of it. That was it just seemed like too much. And sometimes we look at applications and they look scary. So we wanted to change our application based on your input and really make that change for you. So it's very easy for you to complete, fill out, get in, and you can get on the program. So the first part is section 1. Everybody has to fill out section 1. We need to know where you live. We need to know what the city is, state, zip code. We need to know whether it's a single family apartment, a condo, what type of dwelling you're living in. The single family program is only 1 to 4 units. However, we have a 5+ unit program as well. So don't be afraid to let us know if you're in something that's over 4 units. Let us know because we can take care of your property as a whole. We would work with the property manager on that. But if you're 1 to 4, please complete this application. So section 2 is the applicant. We need to know who the applicant is, who's signing up for service. And the person that is signing up for service must be the account holder. So for example, if you do not have Eversource for your electric account, you cannot sign up for the program. So if you're living with your friend and the service is in your friend's name, your friend has to sign up for the program. They have to be the applicant and sign this. We're also going to ask for the electric company. Obviously, it would be UI or Eversource. So we make sure it goes to the right electric company. We'll ask for your account, the account numbers as well. If you're with Eversource and you have gas for a heating source, we do ask which company it is, whether it's Eversource, CNG, or SCG, and we do require the account number for you, because what we do is we work with UI to ensure that all of the measures are taken care of when the technicians are in your home. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is a beautiful thing. I hope everybody truly understands this portion. Authorization. When we come out to your home, we need permission to make permanent changes. So whether you own the home or you have a landlord, somebody's got to sign off on it to say, yes, you can come in and make permanent changes. And by that, I mean simple as caulking around your windows or preventing that air from coming in. Any caulk used is permanent. So even on that first visit, we are making permanent changes. So we really need the owner's permission. So if you are the applicant and the owner, you're just going to sign the top portion of this application. It's the applicant's signature, sign it, date it. You're done with this section. You do not need to fill out the owner because you are the owner and the applicant. However, if you are the renter and you have a landlord, you do need to have your landlord sign off as well. So you would sign the applicant signature and the date, and then your landlord does need to complete the balance of this portion of the application. So you make sure that all of it is completed. All right. Next section, please. We're moving right along. This is the fun. This is where the fun begins. So we have 4 options for providing proof of eligibility for this program, because we want to make sure everybody comes on board and we understand that there's a lot of programs that are out there available to you that you've already provided proof of your income. So you don't need to do it repeatedly. We understand that you've already done it. So we're willing to work with you on this. Option A is perfect. Teresa went over matching payment and New Start. Well, that's an Eversource program. So how perfect is it if you're applying for the Eversource Home Energy Solutions program? You're going to just let us know. I filled out the first portions of the application like we just reviewed, and now I'm choosing option A because I'm on matching payment or I'm on New Start, and I'm going to select the one that I'm on. Well, you're done. The application is complete. You don't have to do anything else, just send it in to us. What we're going to do is when we receive that application in-house, we're going to review your account and we're going to verify that you're on matching payment or New Start. As long as you are, we're good to go. We're going to schedule you with one of our technicians, one of our vendors, and they're going to contact you to schedule an appointment. And then you'll have the world at your fingertips to get these wonderful services. Now, if you don't have option A, you can't select option A, you may be able to select option B. And option B consists of many things. So Teresa talked about energy assistance. Well, if you received energy assistance, you have an award letter, and there are many options that you could choose. But if some of them may not even be on the list on the application, that's okay. As long as you've proven to some company, some entity that you do qualify with 60% of the state median income level, you go ahead and write it in, and then you send proof of that to us. So option B isn't just check off and send in the application. Option A is check off, send in the application. Option B is check off and then provide a copy of proof of that. And then you're done. And then same thing would happen with, as we said with option A, we would process it, look at the verification, and we would send you out to one of our vendors to contact you. Now, option C is we have to have the same that we've had for years, proof of income, right? Because not everybody is taking part in all of the programs that are available to us. So maybe I haven't heard of them before, or maybe I just haven't done it as of yet. So I need some way to come onto this program. So you can choose option C. And if you're choosing option C, you're going to say, how many people are in my household? So let's say, for an example, there are 3 people in my household. So I would put down, there are 3. I would put 3 there. How many people are in your household that are over 18? Well, let's say I live with my 2 children and my 2 children are over 18. I would have to say, okay, how many people over 18? All 3 of us. I need to tally up the income for all 3 of us. Now, let's take a step back. I live with 2 of my children. My children are in school. They have no income. Now, what do I do? And sometimes people get confused by that. So we want to make sure that we point out to you that there is a zero income affidavit that you can complete. And we can easily provide that to you. So what you would do is you would say, okay, the total income for all 3 of the people in the household would really be for one person, right? So if I'm living with my 2 children, I would only have to tally up my income for the month or the year and put it down here. If that equals or is less than the number that is listed below in the box for 3 people, then I qualify for this program. My family qualifies for this program. Now, I would also need to complete that zero income affidavit. So I would put my 2 children's name down on that form and send it in. I am self-certifying that these people in my household have no income. Simple as that. You send it on in to us along with the proof of your income. So this time you would fill out the application, the sections we talked about. You would choose option C. You would submit your income or everybody's income in the family, and then the zero income affidavit, should it be applicable. And it's as simple as that. Send it in. Now here comes the real fun part. All right, we talked about taking care of the house as a whole, and it's really important that we do so. And we want to make sure each of our customers are truly taken care of properly. So in order to do that, we do follow the state's 50% rule, and that says for 2 to 4 units in a home, if 50% of them qualify for the program, we can take care of everybody. However, everybody must apply for the program. So what we do here is, if there's a two family home, upstairs, downstairs, I qualify, I'm on the first floor, and my neighbor on the second floor doesn't qualify. They don't meet the income guidelines. They're over the income guidelines. My neighbor can apply for this program as well and receive the same benefits as I, just simply by choosing option D. So I would apply and I would choose option A, B, or C, and then my neighbor would apply and choose option D. And we would allow them both on the program. So if insulation is needed, and other items in the household that make sure they take care of that person on the first floor that qualifies, everything is taken care of in that home. So it's a beautiful thing. So if we have, for example, we just went 50% of the tenants must qualify. So 1 out of 2 must qualify, both have to apply. If there is a 3-family unit, then it would be 66%. So 2 of the occupants would need to qualify, yet all 3 of the units would have to apply. And then we go back to the 50% rule if it's 4 units. So 4 units, 2 of the 4 have to qualify, yet all 4 have to apply. So 2 of the applicants would choose options A through C, and 2 of the applicants would choose option D. And it makes it more streamlined coming in. We used to require proof and everybody would have to complete the application. Well, if somebody doesn't qualify for the program, they don't want to give all the income information and all, and they shouldn't have to. So we made it very simple for everybody to just sign on board, and we can take care of you properly. Next slide, please. All right.
Tasha, sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt. We're just letting you know we're at the 6:45 mark.
Yep, that's fine. I'm almost done, so we're good. So make sure you get through the program, get onto the program. It's excellent. I'm sure you'll love it, and you will start seeing some savings. They also give you opportunities for you to save and energy savings tips for you to apply yourself in your home that are very simple to use. So more opportunities for savings. We want to just make sure we'll point out real quick to you is when you're purchasing items such as dishwashers, washing machines and all, you want to make sure you are purchasing the Energy Star label. I'm not mentioning other items because I want you to come on the program. Should you need windows and heating systems and all, you come on our program and see what we can do for you first. More opportunities for savings. This is absolutely very important. If you have a refrigerator or freezer in your household that is a spare and you're using it only a few times a year, get rid of it. It's using an awful lot of electricity. Should you have one in your garage or on the back porch, I hope you're aware that they don't have a warranty on those. It's null and void if it's in the garage or on the back porch, because it can't possibly operate efficiently. This here says you can use up to save up to $125 a year. I'll have you know, I had one in my garage years and years ago, a spare refrigerator. When I got rid of it, I saved even more than that because it can't function properly. It's going to overrun. So you want to get rid of those items. You can also earn $30 rebate. So you save money on a yearly basis, and you can get yourself a $30 rebate as well. It's very simple. Just go on to eversource.com. You can schedule your pickup. After they pick up your refrigerator or freezer, they'll send you out a check. Simple as that. All right. So please think about what I've said on the program. It's an excellent program. Our programs work hand in hand. From the credit and collection team, they have matching payment, New Start, that can help you lower the bills that you already owe, get that burden off your shoulder. And this program can help you reduce your energy consumption and help you continue with lowering bills for the future. So come on board. It's 877-947-3873 or our widely populated number of 877 Wise Use. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tasha. I love hearing about the additional programs that are available and the services where you think maybe, you know, I don't qualify or I don't think I qualify. Give us a call. If you think, well, you know what, my landlord's never gonna sign off on this, give us a call. We can certainly talk to you about that. I know Tasha's team, they work with a lot of landlords, and you can certainly see what you can do. We don't want, again, it's another opportunity where we don't want anybody feeling like they have no options. So we want everyone to call that Wise Use team. Here's some numbers I just want to leave everybody with. I've shared these throughout the presentation, but you know, I'm going to reiterate them again. Talk about our winter protection, talk about the plans that we have available. Again, if you've been experiencing difficulty, maybe you've had reduced hours at work, or someone's lost their job, or, you know, just again, very stressful times that are happening right now, give us a call. Let's discuss the situation and assess what the needs are. You know, if you haven't gone to a community action agency, there's so much that you can apply with these agencies or right there in your local town. The social services department assistance is available. So you can certainly start off, call us 1-800-286-2828. If you'd like to find information online, eversource.com/billhelp. For those, we know you're going to call and apply for a home energy audit. 877-WISE-USE or 877-947-3873. Speak to Tasha and her team. Their website, visit the website at energizect.org. Our mobile app. Maybe you don't want to call us today, or maybe, you know, it's kind of after hours. You want to know what's going on with my account. We have an app. We have a free app. So if you're an Apple customer, download the app on the App Store. If you are an Android user, you know, go to Google Play. Right at your fingertips. View, pay bills. You can look at any scheduled payments, enroll in paperless billing. Maybe you don't want to have that statement or that paper come to you at home for your statements. You want to get paperless billing. There's an option for it. Maybe you're looking at, you know, there's an outage in the state. You want to look at our outage map right at your fingertips. Download our app, get that information. Maybe you're like, you know what, I don't remember the number Teresa was sharing with me today, that 1-800-286-2828, but you have that mobile app. You can find the customer service numbers so you can reach us. So just want you to know, if you are someone that loves downloading apps on their phone, Eversource does have an app. If we do have any questions from any of our attendees for the webinar today, I'd love to take those at that time. Again, there's options for everyone. Some of the common questions that we've received are, can I be on both the New Start and the matching payment program? The answer is yes. New Start is for our electric customers, and if you're heating with Eversource's Connecticut Gas, you may be over here on the matching payment program, and on your Eversource electric account, you could be on the New Start program. So understanding you can take advantage of both programs at the same time. So Kathy, I would ask you, are there any questions from our audience?
No, we don't have any questions, Teresa.
Okay. Well, we'd love to hear from you. And if you are watching this live, or you're going to be listening to this maybe later on, maybe you're working right now and you're going to go ahead and, you know, log on to the City of Norwalk and you're going to watch our recorded webinar. We do have a survey. We'd love to hear, how did we do today? So you can visit https://bit.ly/2 capital Z, capital H, lowercase o, capital O, 4, capital Y. So you can complete a survey. Tell us how we did. Maybe there's more information that you'd love to hear about. Let us know. We'd love to respond to those. We do appreciate everybody's time, spending an hour of their evening with us. Again, time is precious, but we absolutely love this opportunity to present. And we're very thankful to the City of Norwalk for hosting this event tonight. So thank you so much for coming out. Have a good evening.
Good night, everyone. Thank you, Teresa, Tasha, and the Eversource team.
Thank you.